Hi, everybody. My name is Jordan McKee, and I'm the CEO and founder of LeadTrain. Jeff Smith asked me to make a quick 15 to 20 minute overview of the LeadTrain technology so that you can see some of the value that LeadTrain could bring to Nu Skin. So let's first start with this. Currently, distributors of any network marketing company, including Nu Skin, are trying to manage their business. And in order to be really successful social salespeople, they need to be managing a lot of different accounts. They need to be managing emails and email campaigns. They need to be managing social media. They need to be managing tasks and to-do lists and different things like that. And the difficulty is that managing all these different suites is a full-time job in itself. And most of these people are not full-time, right? And so what we needed to do is we needed to create a system, one platform, where people could come in, be effective at social sales, right? And what's that mean, social selling? It means selling through social media. It also means selling through their network, being able to communicate through email or whatever it may be, whatever means they find themselves socializing most. And so we needed to create one platform where these people could see real results. And so what we've done is we've built a suite of tools designed to help increase the effectiveness of a distributor by making it easier to manage their business and to manage communications specifically. And so what I'm going to do is let's jump in the tool. I'm going to hit on as many features as I can in such a short time. So this is what we've got. It all starts with contacts, right? So what you need to do is when you're beginning your business, you need to import all of your contacts into one place. You can pull them in from your email. We have a mobile app, and so that'll pull in your contacts from your mobile device. You can import any CSV, so you can pull that down from LinkedIn, you can pull that down from MailChimp, or whatever online network system that you might be using. Or you could just add people in manually and just insert names there. Once you've imported all of your contacts into one place, this answers a key problem of who do I talk to? Now the next question is, how do I talk to them? And so that's what you need to decide is, what do I need to do to advance my relationship with this person? And so let's say Mary Poppins. With Mary Poppins, we have to decide how do we want to contact her. And so we pick a certain type of communication sequence for Mary Poppins to go on. And so let's say she's an old contact we haven't talked to in a long time, so we're just going to want to reconnect with her. So I add her onto that track. Mary Poppins is now removed from my prospects. This is my messy list of everybody that I know. And she's moved into my leads. These are people that I am actively working with to grow my business. As you can see, there she is right at the bottom. This is a task that now is active with Mary Poppins. LeadTrain is working as my personal assistant. It's telling me it's time to reconnect with Mary Poppins. How would you like to proceed with this step? What's nice about these tasks is they're also organized here on the dashboard. And so they're prioritized and organized here on the dashboard so you can go through, let's say you only have 15 minutes a day to work. It's really easy to jump in and just complete tasks one at a time right here on the dashboard. What's interesting about the social sales experience is it also takes initiative. And so what LeadTrain helps is it helps you to balance that initiative and while still offering you opportunities for customization. So let me show you. Let's say we're going to complete this task with Mary Poppins, and we decide it's been a while that since we've talked with her. We're going to communicate via email. What LeadTrain now does is it pulls up the email that you have in that sequence, right? So it could be any message. And of course, with any message here in LeadTrain, you have the opportunity to customize. So you can add in an image if that's what you're wanting to do. You can change fonts or colors or sizes or spacing. Any rich text editor action can take place right here in the email builder. And then you can save that as a template. This says my face. In that, I can save that there. And so if I wanted to choose a template, it will now exist in my templates. If I wanted to use something else, and it can pull in a pre-templated email that I can use and send off right now. So I can send that off to Mary Poppins. And what happens now is LeadTrain tells me, okay, I've taken care of that task. I'll let you know when it's time to follow up with Mary Poppins again. And so that's what you see here. The task is no longer active with Mary Poppins. Why is this important? It's important because what this allows a person to do is keep organized large amounts of people. You can advance lots of different people at a time. What we've seen with LeadTrain is the average network marketer who is not using LeadTrain, according to our findings, is advancing no more than 3 people at any given time. But our data shows that the average LeadTrain user is advancing 30 people at any given time. And it's because it's so much easier to organize and advance. It's easy to see what's going on. And so nobody falls off the wagon. And with the social sales method, it's really important to make sure that as you're growing this network, as you're growing this influence, that you're keeping track of the people that are beginning to follow you. And with team members, it's no different. It's important that after somebody gets enrolled on your team, you're continuing to advance your relationship with that person. As you can go and say, okay, I want to give this person tips from top new skin leaders, and then what you can do is, you can send those emails off or send it via text message or call them or whatever it may be. And so LeadTrain allows you to really keep track of your contacts and advance them in the way that's most comfortable for you. And it all circulates around the idea of being able to create, import, and manage tracks. So tracks are a sequence of actions. As you can see, this is 3 messages separated by a certain amount of time. And so if I go back, let's look for a larger track. We'll look at, this one has 14 steps. So I can click into a step and I can edit any of these steps, and it gives information about, this one is a team track. So it's going to train my team on tips from top leaders, and I can skip from step to step on this track. What's nice is, let's say that this is a track that I wanted all my team on, and I wanted them to get it every Monday or whatever it may be. I can simply just change this and say, every 7 days I want these to come out. If I have a track that's been working for me and that's been really beneficial, I can just go in and say, I want to share this track, and I have a certain track code that I can now share with my team, and they can see the same benefits of this track. So let's say I've created a lead track that's really converting. People are requesting samples, or let's say people are purchasing a certain type of product. I can share that with my team, and they can experience those same benefits immediately. They don't have to wait until they've gained the experience that I have. We also give them the ability to create and manage events. With each event, they can decide if it's going to be an online or offline event, when it's going to happen. They can choose an image that they'd like to use to represent that event, or a description. They can put descriptions on there, and then they can make it visible or not visible on their public events page that we'll talk a little bit more about later. So with social media, what we have right now is it's the ability to browse social media content and then to schedule or to post now. So let's say they found something that they liked. They could then share this. It'll pull up all of their different accounts. We've got Facebook here, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. They can edit the text however they would want. They can add in links to any pages or anything that they might have. And then they can decide whether they want to post that now or they want to schedule it for later and choose a date and time to schedule. If they decide that they don't want to use somebody else's post but want to create something on their own, they can go into our archive, or they can pull in their own image, but they've got the ability to go in the archive and you can search anything. So for this case, I put in health. I find a beautiful image. I decide to use that image. I bring it into our editor where I can throw on text and say, you are what you eat. Eat. There we go. And so, I can change the color to white. I can change the font however I would like. I can resize, just stretch and change it however I would want. Let's put that in the middle. We'll apply that effect. Maybe we'll throw a frame on it. But just so you can see, really easy to edit and create a beautiful image that you can then save and then put onto your social media channel. So that's social. We're now going to jump down to pages. Landing pages are central to the ability to say to someone, hey, I want to help you take an action. This is where you can take that action. Right now, we've kept that very simple, but it can expand to however much you wanted it to expand. But for example, you send somebody somewhere and say, I love these new skin products. It's absolutely changed my life. I'd love to give you an opportunity to try it. Let's say you put that on social media, right? I love these products. Love to give you an opportunity to try it. Check out my samples page. And they can come here and look through and see the different products that you have and indicate what they're wanting to try. This gives you good information about how you can continue to educate and advance that relationship, the type of products that they're interested in. It also automatically creates a lead contact for that person, as well as a task to deliver that sample. So far I've showed you tracks as an individual action. You can also add people to tracks as a bulk action. So let's say you wanted to go through and identify a bunch of different people that you wanted to reconnect with, or a bunch of different people that you wanted to educate on your product. You can do that just right here, just by going to bulk actions and adding to track. If you wanted to, you can also create customized groups. You can create whatever group that you want. And then once they're in a group, you can also send a bulk action and email that group. So let's say we wanted to send everybody who was interested in our business an email on Epic Essential Oil products. And so we could use this, we could have that email ready, and that could send out to all of those people who are interested in the business. So in summary, LeadTrain replaces a task manager, a contact manager, a group email platform such as a MailChimp, a social media manager like a Hootsuite, and all of these communication tools are integrated into one business suite, making it really easy to learn and really easy to use. As we've given an opportunity for everybody to be able to communicate effectively using the means that they're most comfortable in. In doing this, we've been seeing great results as people have been able to grow their business faster and advance more people than they ever have before. So I hope this helps. It gives you a 10,000 foot view of what we do over here at LeadTrain. And if you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out to Jeff or reach out to us. We'd happily answer whatever questions we could.